Rise and shine, beautiful people. LITEBODY here. High views on sight, absolute freedom. This was long overdue, but I'm glad I got here. I knew I'd probably have to do this sometime. It's great to be in the mix again. Excuse the background noise. You might notice a couple of sounds happening in the back. For I am not alone. Yeah, something that's been on my mind for some time, just getting this done. Just starting record and talking and do it early in the morning. So yeah, it's about 9 in the morning, yeah. CPT time. Yeah, just a short list of things on today's agenda. But just for intro vibes, I'm gonna keep on this journey for some time now. We're gonna start it slow, steady, but with a consistent flow. You know what I mean? I'm just glad to finally be here. And with that gladness is a bit of gratitude that comes with that. There's a lot of gratitude in there as well. And that's the theme of this video, where just being grateful, especially when you wake up. The first thing you do is, I used to do this a lot in the past, just sit back and count your blessings literally. Ask yourself, what are you grateful for? This raises your vibration. I don't want to get too deep on this one, but this is high views on sight. So I kind of have no choice. I gotta activate that higher aspect of myself and, yeah, put it to work for what has been dormant for the longest. I've been taking action in other parts of life. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I had the chance to even take action in other parts and step away for some time. I think that could be number one on our list today. There'll be a lot more of these as we go and grow. I'm just gonna commit to doing at least one a week. It's called, what did I call it? I called it micro improvement. So instead of wanting to change your life and doing everything cold turkey and just stopping all those habits that you had accumulated or began to make a bad habit or began to make a part of your schedule, and it became a norm. When you want to affect change that will last, you got to make it a new habit. And the best way to do that without sabotaging yourself and thinking that, okay, I'm going to change everything in one go. I'm just going to stop binging completely and lie to yourself. You'll be doing yourself a disservice. So like I said, we're going to try and make it short and sweet. Forgive me as I tend to really speak slowly, but this is my format, and whoever does come across this, yeah, you'll be attuned to the frequency, and you'll be with us on this journey. You'll come to know whether this is for you or not. But I digress. Let's move on to the second, or let's just flow with this list of things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for family. That's a big one. I'm grateful that I still have beautiful souls that I can integrate with. beautiful souls who love me unconditionally. That's a true blessing. A lot of people take that for granted. As they separate themselves, or as they choose to go on an individual path, or as they even live with them, especially when they're in your midst, that's when you don't see its value for the longest. I guess that applies to everything. When that good thing is happening in front of you, when it's just a part of your daily reality or something that peeves you, yeah, you kind of don't see it. But it takes that retrograding for you to be able to see the value of it. It takes that separation for you to be able to see that value in that, or that short span, or whether even if it's a long span as well. That's when you see the importance or the significance, or how much of a necessity that love aspect is. So I'm grateful for that. That's a definite one. I got to see it, especially. I'm sure you probably noticed, or probably didn't notice, but if you do follow me on IG, probably would have posted by now that I'm back in the city. It's great to be back. And that was sort of, you could classify it as a retrograding experience, much like planets do. The spirit, the soul, the body as well moves in the way the universe is set up. I'll do a video on that in the future. I already got one planned. That will probably be more of a visual aspect and reaction type of video. And I'll dish that out in due time. But as I said, I'm kind of like stacking up this content first, and then we'll dish it out in the correct manner so that there's no large gaps in between, and yeah, no perceived inconsistency. Yeah, I'm grateful for a fit body. I was about to actually, while I was talking about consistency, I was actually gonna say that I'd been going to the gym like regularly, like something that I hadn't been doing for some time. As I was grateful for that space and that isolation that I was in when I was abroad. That thing was about to come up right now. Like, I started taking my time seriously, my body seriously, my fitness and health really seriously over the last 3 months or so, and I've been grateful for that as well. Like, just having an able body, an able mind, and just being able to move freely. You'll be surprised how many people suffer out there and go through different ailments, or some people don't really have their health altogether. That's something you should put on your list. I guess we'll keep this list short and sweet today. We'll end it there. But in terms of just planting that seed, yeah, it's the start of the year, so everyone's gonna make resolutions. People are gonna start new things, begin to fade away as they progress, or begin to go back into their daily lives and daily routines, or daily obligations, whether it's work, whether it's family, all of that stuff. But I'm gonna commit to this, and we'll be surprised at where we at in Feb. That's my season. That's my birth season. That's my solar return season. We'll be surprised where we are around March. If we could make it to March, one a week, I'll commit to that. If I do 2 a week, blessed be thy name. Yeah, it's gonna be a true blessing. But I trust we'll be able to get there because I'm in a different mindset. I've been in a different mindset for the past three months or so. So happy to just be moving in this aspect. and finally getting the gears crunching, my G. A lot of things on the list, a lot of content I want to shoot. Um, excuse the quality of it. It's gonna get better over time, but I heard a wise man say that you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. Especially when it comes to content creation, people always have these excuses like, nah, man, I want to have my video camera set up. Oh, I don't have the right equipment. Oh, I want to get this right first. And to be honest, that's where I was also at. I was in that loop and in that bubble of just like um, wanting things to be perfect, or waiting for things to be right for me to even make a move or take action. That can be dangerous. That can lead you to slacking. That can lead you to never even taking action, or delaying your action when you should have been taking it at a time when, especially when that fire is burning, you're like, flip, I really want to make content. I was commenting once on some other content creators' work. I was like, they were talking about the rules and engagement of podcasting. I think it was on No Jumper. I was actively like engaged within the community there. And for some reason, I posted, yo, this makes me want to start a pod, because they were talking about some of the rules, especially when you're having uh, co-hosts or guests in a large setting, large group. You kind of have to respect each other in terms of who speaks, when you speak, etc., etc. And they were talking about these things, and people not understanding those things when they engaging in their podcasts, because it's becoming a huge trend now in the market. So I kind of, yeah, it made sense what they were saying. But in that chat, it was really entertaining in the way they put it together. I also commented, I was like, yo, this makes me want to start a cast. Then someone commented again, do it. I was like, yo, mm. I was about to start making those excuses. Then I was like, ish, you know what? Nah, let me just do it. Let's do it in our own format, and we'll grow. We'll move it. I started it last year as well. I started something similar, but it was more like on the IG lives and stuff like that. And that's content on its own. So just getting the gears going in that micro fashion, as I mentioned earlier, starting incrementally and just like doing those changes as you go and grow. Yeah, can set you forth and get you in that flow state that you need in order for you to, yeah, to move forward, or just rhyme. Let me let it rhyme there. Succeed. Do what you got. Do what you need in order to succeed. Yeah, that makes no sense. But we're here anyways, guys. Thank you so much to everyone that tuned into this. If you ever do, it was meant for you. It was in your path. We'll have segments as we grow in this. We'll have um, certain topics that we touch on. I'll probably bring on guests and just chat to people. We'll do some reference work, having pieces of deep stuff, because this is High Views on Site. If that's gonna be the official name of this, I'll keep it at that. Yeah, this is a absolute freedom production. LITEBODY, Luvuya in the mix. Thank you so much, Soul Family, and we'll see you on the flip side of this. And if this piece of content makes it your way, leave a comment, leave a like, or do what you gotta do when you find that piece that resonates with you. I love you guys, and we'll see you on the other side. 364 higher perspective. You dig what I did.